Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to make a video over option G, how you can solve it. I have recopied the problem here. The key is to find a common denominator. I have to find a common denominator for my numerator of the complex fraction, and I have to find a common denominator for the denominator of my complex fraction. So I'm going to do that in two separate steps. So first, this denominator needs to be multiplied by this x minus 1. Well, I can't just go around multiplying denominators by a factor without also multiplying the numerator by that same factor. Then I need to multiply the second fraction by x plus 1. Whatever I multiply the denominator by, I need to multiply the numerator by the same amount. Now I'm going to distribute these numerators. Okay, so that's going to be FOIL. I'm going to distribute. X times x is x squared. I'll have the outer negative x, inner negative x. That's going to be a negative 2x. And then the last, negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. All over x minus 1 plus 1, which is just x squared minus 1. Then I'm going to be subtracting my second fraction. Distribute x plus 1 times x plus 1, and you get x squared plus 2x plus 1 all over x squared minus 1. Now I'm going to keep working with this fraction, okay? If I am subtracting these terms, I'm going to have x squared minus 2x plus 1. I'm subtracting the x squared, so that's a minus squared. I'm subtracting the 2x minus 2x, and I'm subtracting the 1 over the common denominator, x squared minus 1. Notice I'm only subtracting the numerator. The denominator stays the same, and when I continue to simplify this, I get x squared minus x squared, that's 0. 2x minus 2x, that's a negative 4x. And then a plus 1, that's negative 4x over x squared minus 1. This is my simplified numerator from that first fraction. Now I need to simplify my denominator also from my second fraction. Same idea. Take this fraction and I'm going to multiply it by x minus 1 over x minus 1. And then the second one gets multiplied by x plus 1 times x plus 1. Let's simplify. I multiply, get x squared minus 2x plus 1 all over x squared minus 1. This time it's a plus sign. I'm adding x squared plus 2x plus 1 all over x squared minus 1. Let's add those numerators together. X squared minus 2x plus 1 plus x plus 2x plus 1 all over x squared minus 1 simplifies to 2x squared plus 2. The minus 2x and the plus 2x are the only thing that cancel, and my denominator is x squared minus 1. Now these two fractions are being divided. We never divide fractions. We multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to have a negative 4x over x squared minus 1 being multiplied by the reciprocal, x squared minus 1 over 2x squared plus 2. Now I know a lot of you got to this point. You canceled out the numerator x squared minus 1 with the denominator x squared minus 1 factor, and you got negative 4x over 2x squared plus 2. And you said, well, there's not one that looks like that. You're right. You need to factor out the GCF in the denominator. You always need to try to refactor. So when I factor out that 2, I have a negative 4 divided by 2, which gets me negative x over x squared plus 1. That is your final answer.